Let me ask you something and be honest with yourself. How many times did you get up last night to use the bathroom? Once? Twice? 3 times? If you are a man over 60, you already know how exhausting and frustrating this can be. You are certainly not alone because studies show that up to 60% of men over 70 wake up at least twice every single night to empty their bladder. But here is the thing that nobody really talks about. It does not have to be an inevitable part of growing older. Those midnight trips are not just a minor inconvenience. They are actively stealing your deep sleep, draining your physical energy the next day, and posing a very real safety risk. In fact, roughly 1 in 4 falls among older adults happens in the middle of the night, often while trying to navigate a dark hallway to the bathroom. Today, you are going to discover a practical step-by-step nighttime routine built on solid medical science that can dramatically reduce those midnight bathroom trips and give you back the continuous, restful sleep you deserve. Before you can fix the problem, it helps to understand what is actually happening inside your body. The medical term for waking up during the night to urinate is nocturia, and it is one of the single biggest sleep disruptors for men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. As we get older, our bodies produce less of an important hormone called vasopressin, which is responsible for signaling the kidneys to slow down urine production while we rest. Without enough of this hormone, your kidneys keep working at full speed all through the night. At the same time, the bladder naturally loses some of its elastic capacity, meaning it holds less liquid and sends urgent signals to your brain much earlier than it used to. Another major hidden factor is fluid redistribution caused by gravity. When you spend your day walking, sitting, or standing, gravity pulls excess fluid down into your lower legs, ankles, and feet. You might even notice slight swelling or sock marks on your ankles by the time dinner rolls around. The moment you lie down flat in bed, that trapped fluid leaves your lower extremities and rushes back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys interpret this sudden surge as excess hydration, filter it rapidly, and fill your bladder within just a few hours of falling asleep. On top of that, many men over 60 experience an enlarged prostate, which can squeeze the urethra and prevent the bladder from emptying completely, leaving residual urine behind that triggers another bathroom visit shortly after. The most important mindset shift you need to make is understanding that your nighttime routine does not begin at bedtime. It actually begins in the middle of the afternoon. If you wait until 10 o'clock at night to start thinking about your bladder, the physiological processes that cause nighttime urination are already well underway. That is why the afternoon window, roughly 3 to 6 hours before you sleep, is where the real foundation is built. First and foremost, you need to manage the timing of your hydration rather than cutting out water altogether. Depriving yourself of fluids during the day is dangerous and can lead to concentrated urine that irritates the bladder lining, causing even worse, urgency. Instead, drink the vast majority of your fluids between the morning and early afternoon, and then gradually taper off your intake about 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. Clinical research has shown that simply adjusting the timing of daily fluid intake helps a significant majority of men cut down their nighttime awakenings. Next, you must pay close attention to hidden diuretics and bladder stimulants. Caffeine and alcohol are 2 of the biggest offenders when it comes to broken sleep. Caffeine forces your kidneys to generate urine at an accelerated rate, and because its effects can linger in your system for several hours, even an afternoon cup of coffee or strong tea can disrupt your bladder deep into the night. Alcohol is equally problematic because it acts as both a diuretic and a nervous system stimulant that prevents you from reaching restorative deep sleep. Minimizing or cutting out alcohol and late-day caffeine can make an immediate noticeable difference in how your bladder behaves overnight. You also need to watch your sodium intake, especially in your evening meals. High amounts of dietary salt cause your body to retain water in your tissues during daytime hours, setting the stage for that fluid to be flushed straight into your bladder once you lie down. Keeping your daily sodium under 2,000 milligrams by steering clear of processed foods, canned soups, and salty evening snacks is an easy dietary tweak that takes substantial pressure off your kidneys during the night. One of the most effective and overlooked physical strategies you can use is elevating your legs in the late afternoon. If pooled leg fluid is destined to wake you up at 2 in the morning, the smartest move is to force your body to process and eliminate that fluid while you are still awake. Set aside 30 to 60 minutes in the late afternoon or early evening to rest with your legs propped up on pillows at or slightly above the level of your heart. This allows the fluid to drain back into circulation early, meaning you will pee it out before getting into bed instead of in the middle of the night. Wearing knee-high compression socks during the day accomplishes a similar goal by preventing fluid from settling in your lower legs in the first place. Just remember to take them off before you lie down to sleep. Incorporating a simple, moderate walk into your afternoon schedule can also deliver remarkable results. Studies focusing on older adults have demonstrated that a consistent 30-minute daily walk can reduce nocturia episodes by more than 40%. Walking stimulates healthy circulation, assists with fluid balance, and promotes deeper sleep stages where urine production naturally slows down. Just be sure to finish your walk a couple of hours before bedtime so your heart rate and core temperature have plenty of time to cool down. As the evening progresses and you enter the final 2 to 3 hours before sleep, your focus should shift toward emptying your bladder properly and creating an environment that supports deep rest. When you use the bathroom before bed, practice a technique known as double voiding. After you finish urinating, remain relaxed, lean slightly forward, and wait about 20 to 30 seconds before attempting to urinate a second time. This simple practice helps relax the pelvic floor and ensures that residual urine trapped by an enlarged prostate is fully expelled, giving your bladder much more capacity to last through the night. If you find yourself feeling thirsty during the evening, limit yourself to small, controlled sips of room temperature, caffeine-free beverages like chamomile tea, rather than chugging large glasses of cold water. Furthermore, never keep a large glass of water right on your nightstand because if you happen to wake up out of habit, taking another drink will only restart the cycle of nighttime urination. Medication timing is another critical piece of the puzzle that many men overlook. If you take prescription diuretics or water pills for blood pressure, heart health, or swelling, taking them in the late evening will virtually guarantee multiple bathroom interruptions. Taking these medications earlier in the afternoon gives your body ample time to excrete the excess fluid before you go to bed. You should never alter prescription schedules on your own, but having a quick conversation with your doctor about optimizing your medication timing can easily solve a major part of the problem. It is also worth making sure your bedroom stays comfortably warm throughout the night. When your body is exposed to cool temperatures or cold drafts, blood vessels constrict to conserve core heat, which temporarily raises internal blood pressure and prompts the kidneys to shed volume by producing more urine. Keeping yourself cozy under the covers directly counteracts this natural cold-induced response. Making your sleeping environment safe is just as vital as reducing the trips themselves. Because nighttime bathroom trips can lead to dangerous stumbles or falls, make sure you have subtle night lights or motion-activated lights installed along the hallway and inside the bathroom. Keep the pathway completely clear of clutter, rugs, and charging cords, and always keep a pair of supportive, non-slip slippers right next to your bed so you never have to walk barefoot on slick surfaces in the dark. During the daytime, you can also practice basic pelvic floor strengthening exercises, commonly known as Kegels. By contracting the muscles you would use to hold back gas or stop urination midstream, holding for 5 seconds, and releasing for 5 seconds across 10 repetitions, you gradually strengthen the muscular support around your bladder neck. Practicing this a few times a day builds muscle tone that helps calm sudden bladder spasms and improves your ability to sleep past minor urges. While lifestyle adjustments and nighttime routines can resolve the vast majority of mild to moderate nighttime urination issues, it is essential to recognize when medical intervention is required. You should schedule a visit with your physician if you are waking up 3 or more times every single night without improvement, if you notice blood in your urine, if the frequency began very suddenly, or if you experience burning, pelvic pain, extreme thirst, or severe swelling in your lower legs. Furthermore, if you snore loudly or wake up gasping for air, you may have sleep apnea, an oxygen-depleting condition that directly causes the heart and kidneys to overproduce urine at night. Keeping a simple voiding diary for 3 days, where you jot down what you drink and when you urinate, will give your doctor precise data to provide you with the most accurate treatment. Taking control of your sleep starts with taking consistent action today. By moving your fluid intake earlier, elevating your legs in the afternoon, cutting back on evening salt and stimulants, practicing double voiding before bed, and creating a safe, comfortable sleep environment, you can break the exhausting cycle of midnight awakenings and reclaim your energy, health, and peace of mind.